Let's start with our prayer. Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityurma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Check. The starting of Krishna Janmashtami. A powerful day. Have you ever reflected upon that India is Sanatan Dharma? It started off from the creation of this universe, and Sanatan Dharma means it is always been there, it will always be there, and most important, Thapakaya Dharmasya Sarva Dharmanne Samapana, meaning all religion, India open-handed, open-armedly welcomes and finds wealth and living. This is why in our school, the International Baccalaureate is one of the important, accepting everybody's, respecting and welcoming everybody's way of life. Religious is religion. The religion comes from religious, a way of life. But have you ever thought of it that Hindu is not a dharma? Hindu is a land. You know about the Indus Valley, the Hindu birth of the Hindu came from Hind. And those who came and lived in this land of Hind became Hindus. Many other countries, people also embraced so-called Hindu. It's not taking a religion. A temple or a church or a mosque in the land of Sanatana Dharma is not a religious trip. A temple is a tool. Like you have a screwdriver, is a tool to be aware of who we really are. This awareness of our own is we have forgotten. Krishna consciousness is this Agya Chakra, as per the ancient India, between the eyebrow, that the third eye is the Krishna consciousness. Remember Shiva, when it opened the third eye, it sees through everything. It also sees, it destroys everything. What is everything? Remember our last Sunday session. Anything destroys. Shiva destroys everything. Thing is an object. What is an object? Recollect, we went through the little description of the flower, and yellow flower and a shape. And the flower and the shape isn't flower, is an object. But we went through it in detail to be step one. We realize it is the color and the shape. The shape was round and color was yellow. So it is the yellow color and the shape. We named it as an object and named it as a flower, a marigold flower. And if we covered the flower, the object vanished. Why? Because we covered the color and the shape. You say, no, the flower was inside your hand. No, we grown up believing object has got a name, form, function, nama, rupa, babhara. So we have got what? We have got five senses. We see, we touch, we taste, we smell, and we hear. This is what the world is. And we find all objects through these five senses. And color and the shape is nothing else but the dimension and the description of what? Second step. First step, it was color and the shape. Second step was If we remove the color and the shape, the object vanished. Third step was, we were aware of the color with our eyes and shape with our eyes. With touch, taste, smell, feel, we become aware of the world outside. So main thing is the awareness. So definition of the non-dual Advaitam, this awareness, space does not come within which is the awareness. Space is everywhere, no? But that space is an awareness. And this awareness does not have desha, kala, vastu. Space is the desha. You are sitting there, I am sitting here. There is a separation. I cannot be there and here. So we are separated by this space. We are objects. This body is object. But when you say I is the awareness, is not the object. Kala, samay, time. Born so and so, died so and so. Womb to tomb. From the graveyard till the time of the birth. This is the time. Time separates you and me. And object. A clock cannot be a book. I cannot be you. We are separated by three things. This is what Advaita. But awareness, which is Ishvara, as per Taittiriya Upanishad, cannot be separated by either space or time or object. Because all of them, time comes within the awareness. You're aware of your time. You know it is now 9 o'clock. It is just past 9. You're aware. Time comes under aware. I used to ask in my childhood to the monks who used to visit our house, we used to ask them, let me try and confuse them. Let me see how much they know. And with a little ignorance and ego, I used to ask them, okay, tell me, where is time from? Where does it come from? Where will time go? Where is the beginning of time? Where is the end of time? They smiled, they did not reply. They negated it. And my mother said, don't ask stupid question. I still remember. But I realized today it was a wrong question. And Swami Vivekananda expressed it so beautifully well. It's a wrong question. Why is it a wrong question? What is beyond time? Are you with me? Beyond time is also time. You with me? What is after time? Also a factor of time. What does that mean? Beyond space is what? A space. Isn't it? Beyond space is only space. This building, it occupied space is what you and I say. This was the land and it occupied and it is in that space. My question to you is reflect, where is the space gone? Where is it? It is inside. It is not gone. The building has occupied space. Space has remained. Just like that is the awareness. Yours and my awareness. So what is the idea? To find awareness is become aware. Anubhava matram Brahman. The moment you understand this ultimate reality is everywhere, all the time, within you, within me, everywhere. And it is, that awareness is called consciousness. This is the Kalpa Vriksha. Remember the story of Kalpa Vriksha. It can do anything under that Kalpa Vriksha. Your consciousness, awareness can do anything. Krishna consciousness is awareness. And we pray. And we pray to our God, goddesses, Krishna, Rama, Vishnu, Shiva, Mother Kali, our Gurudevas. Prayer. We should pray to be aware with being deaf and dumb. Saint Evergreus, a Christian monk, just about 500 years after Jesus Christ. Evergrace, he talked about this word, praying with deaf and dumb. Deaf is what? Shut all your five senses when you pray. This is why, did you know why you leave your shoes outside the temple and in many states outside the house? Why? Because when you come in, you leave your garbage outside the door and come inside the temple. God, I come just because I love you. And yes, you can ask God, the Divine Mother, anything. And now the Advaita is what? Advaita Vedanta is the definition of infinite. What is infinite? Is the awareness everywhere, in everything. There is no limit to here or there. And that infinity, dear devotee, dear ma'am, dear sir, it is within you and me. And Anubhava Matram Brahman. This Buddha nature, Shiva nature, Krishna nature is you and I. This I, as we go along, we will understand that you can do it right now, here, this moment. Discover it now and understand it. Become aware of it. And the moment that Anubhav is feeling, awareness. Not really feeling, just being aware. Being aware of awareness. Benefits right away to you and me to attain whatever we want. We want what? No suffering. We want abundance of our, let's say, prayer for truth, for purity, for love for Krishna, Shiva, God, Brahman. And this is why, notice in India, in Bharat, we worship everything. There is a beautiful question, Master M, who wrote Gospels of Ramakrishna. He asked Ramakrishna, you should teach, he's telling Ramakrishna, you should tell everybody that God is not in this statue. That's only made of soil. God is everywhere. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, this is not earth. This is not stone. It is Chaitanya. It is consciousness. It's awareness. So, God can be in the stone, can be in the statue. Have you realized Ganapati festival is coming up? Right now, if you go down when they're making Ganapati, you will be seeing they're standing on top of Ganapati, putting their hair, doing that. How can they stand on Ganapati if Ganapati is that statue? Or Durga Mata a few days later, or Kali Mata, or Saraswati, or Lakshmi Mata. While they're making it, they're trampling all over that so-called idol. God is not there. Ganapati is not there. Till when they start doing the puja, then they establish the prana pratishtha with a ghata. Have you noticed in front of Ganapati there is a ghata with a beautiful Villa Mangal and all that? That is the prana which is given to, and once the Visarjan time comes, this is removed again, and once again to make the same Ganapati in the river, in the ocean, they are standing on it, pushing on it to drown it into the earth, into the water. Are you with me? So, Hindu is a land, not a religion. And this land is telling us what? Inquiry. Ask questions, find out, research, Shravanam, listen, Mananam, reflect, ask question, and deep within, dive within, Nididhyasanam. Be still, be silent. Great masters say 6 to 12 hours a day. You and I have got a lot of work, but can we do 1 hour a day? How much time we spend only on sleeping? 8 hours a day. Have you ever realized 24 hours in a day, 8 hours a day meaning what? 1/3 the day. So if you and I live 100 years, that means 33 years we have spent only in sleeping. So utilize, take out a little time. Somebody was asked his Guru, Gurudev, I wish I have more than, at least 1 hour more than 24 hours in a day. Then he says, why? He said, then I can meditate for that 1 hour. Gurudeva told him, at least wake up 1 hour before. So there's a beautiful statement, it comes to my mind, that we do not get liberated as a person. We do not get liberated as a person. We get liberated from the person. So this is Robbin Ghosh. This is Robbin Ghosh. This is the body. This is an object. This is the name. This is the form. But the true I is within this. It's not this body. It's an object. Just like this beautiful, powerful Ashtavakra Gita. So what is this? You see a blue color. This is the color. And it's a shape. So if I remove this color and the shape, this book will vanish. You say, no, but it's a book. You know why? Because you and I have grown up believing in an object. But notice, who is seeing this object? You say, I am seeing it with my eyes, with my ears, I can hear you. Vedanta is saying, not true. Your 5 senses are working beautiful, very good senses, good eye, good. Can you see this book if you're unconscious? If you are not connected with conscious. Worse is dead. If I'm dead, this body is gone, the mind is gone, everything is gone. If I'm in coma, consciousness is very little. If I'm unconscious, little better. If I'm in deep sleep, little better. But I still can't see you, can't hear you, can't touch, taste, smell. My 5 senses are powered by the consciousness to the mind. Remember? And that mind becomes like the sun powering the moon. But just as you see the beautiful full moon, but you never say, what beautiful sunlight. Do you ever? You say, what beautiful moonlight. But moon doesn't have light. It's the sun's light. So you say, what beautiful this lady, this gentleman, handsome, this world, this mountain, this hill, this ocean, this beautiful scenic beauty. But Anubhava Matram Brahman and Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahman, everything else is Brahman alone. And they are not there if your 5 senses are not powered by the consciousness to the mind, mind to the brain, brain to the 5 senses. Then only I see the world. So I see this book because of the color and the shape. If I remove the color and the shape, the object will vanish. So drashta and drishya. Remember? Seer and the seen. Have you ever realized that eye sees, but the seen object and the eye is separate? Eye cannot see itself. Same way, the seer within me is the awareness. I see the world with the 5 senses, but I am ignorant about it. And this is ajnanam. And that ignorance, because of which I make a mistake, called adhyasa. And I am only aware of that. So we are going to take on this very powerful journey through. We have done it through Mandakya Upanishad. We have done it through Drishya Viveka. We have done it through Vedantic study. We have done it through Panchakosha. And now we are going to take on Ashtavakra Gita. This Ashtavakra Gita, remember last time we talked about the 15th chapter. For certain reason I took that as a favorite poem. I will repeat that, quickly cover it and go on to the next one. And we'll do it in detail in the Sunday. Okay? So, this is, those of you who have this beautiful book, chapter 15, verse 4. Natyam deha, natyam deha, bhokta karta nava bhavan, chitruposi sada sakshi, nirapeksha sukham chara. So what does it mean? It is chitruposi, is the awareness, is sada sakshi. Your awareness is always aware. Remember the famous statement, God can hear even the sound of an ant's feet. What does that mean? That awareness of yours is the God's awareness. So, drashta drishya se nyara hai. Great monk in the Himalaya is saying, drashta, the seer, is drishya se nyara hai, separate. Yes, the seer is not the seen. But he goes on to say, drashta drishya se nyara hai, ये तो सच है. कभी आप सोचा है दृश्य क्या दृष्टा से न्यारा है? Drishya cannot be there unless drashta is there. So, this body cannot be there unless I am there, and that I is the awareness within. It's the Krishna consciousness. A new angle for you to understand. Today is Krishna Janmashtami. And in which Chidruposi Sada Sakshi is always there, is the awareness. Natyam Deha, you are not. This is Ashtavakra. Eternally, radical, everywhere, every page you read Ashtavakra, Ashtavakra is telling you, you are Brahman, you are the awareness, you are the consciousness. You are not your body. Natyam Deha, Natvam Deha. You are not your body, nor does the body belong to you. Bhokta karta na bhavam. Na are you enjoying this world, seeing, tasting, touching? Bhokta karta. You are not. Nava bhavan. Chitrupusi sada sakshi. Nirapeksha. Nirapeksha is opposite of upeksha. Is totally detached from the world. And sukham chara. Go with happiness and be joyful everywhere, in every situation, including bit of sorrow, sadness, sickness, disease. And the beauty is, the moment you get closely connected to the awareness, when you become awareness, you are Buddha, you are Paramahansa, you are Vivekananda, you are Ramakrishna, Ramana Maharshi, you are Mahavir Jain, Guru Nanak, Guru Gobind, your great master, Jesus Christ. That is, the moment you become your awareness. So, there is a very famous Sufi poem comes to my mind. When I searched for Allah, I found myself. And when I searched for myself, I found Allah. This, notice, these religions are not separate from each other. Eventually, they're all coming back to the one. Now, what we are going to take on this Sunday, we'll take on this. I'm going to read out the next one. Rago desha mano brahmya namanaste sadachana nirvikalpa siti vaiksha nirvikara puram sukham chara. Raga dyasha, your anger, jealousy, greed, separation, hatred, all the functions of mind is not you, nor does the mind belong to you. It's very easy for us to say, I am Brahman. It's very easy for a monk to become a monk and say, I have renounced the world. I'm not this world. The world is not me. But it's very difficult for a monk to separate from their mind, their own. So you may go off to the mountain Himalaya in a cave and sit down there and think of your home. So the great master is saying, why don't you sit at your own home and get connected to your own self? You know that very famous book, I Am That, and that in which the great master, when he discovered he is the Brahman and he became Brahmagyani, he was leaving home wanting to go to Himalaya. On the way, living in Dharavi in Bombay, and he said, why am I going there? Brahman is everywhere. He continued to live in Dharavi itself and made this little room of his. Wonderful. People are wonderfully visiting there. Quite internationally famous. So this particular poem, I'm going to read it out from remember, The Heart of Awareness. Awareness is by Thomas Byron. Now, the chapter 15, verse 4, I'm going to read out and we'll call it off for today. After that, please write and send us your question. So, verse 4, chapter 15. You are not your body is not you. You are not the doer, you are not the enjoyer. Remember, bhokta karta nava bhavam. You are pure awareness. To whom? To witness of all things. Witness, taste, touch, strength, etc. Everything is because of that awareness. And he is beautifully, you are not without expectation. You are without expectation and free because you are the awareness. What is headquartered desires and expectation is the mind. You are free. You are the awareness. When you get connected, something happens. Your mind becomes calm and collected. You, with your mind now, when you wish or want something, not attach, detach, but it comes to your mind. Like, I think Alfonso mango will be nice to eat. You'll certainly find a friend, a neighbor will come and say, I went somewhere and I found this beautiful Alfonso mango, maybe a tin. I brought it for you. It'll come to you. Wherever you go, be happy. Nirapeksha sukham chara. And the verse 5. Desire and aversions are of the mind. The mind is never yours. The mind is not you and the mind is not me. This is why the monk, it's difficult to detach from the mind. And he goes on to say, you are free of its turmoil. You are awareness itself, never changing. Awareness never changes. And time, space, or object is within the awareness. It's not outside the awareness. You are awareness itself, never changing. Wherever you go, be happy. Now recollect with the story of Sudama and Krishna. Who is Sudama? His beloved friend, very poor. Which is Sudama? Sudama is this mind and the body. Krishna is the consciousness. So Sudama's wife is saying, we are tired of poverty. We have children. We don't have food to feed them. Come on, you go and meet Krishna. So he doesn't want to go. He said, no, I don't want to go. Notice even I don't want to go to awareness. We are reluctant. Okay, Robbin Ghosh, enough of Advaita Vedanta. We don't want to know. Now build up this awareness to wanting to know, desire, pray. I don't know, I don't have the set of mind. Would you please, divine Brahman, God, Krishna, Mother, Kali, Durga, Saraswati, Lakshmi, Allah, Jesus Christ, bless me so that I pick up an attitude to know. Sudama is that. Didn't want to go to Krishna. But wife insisted. So inside, something from within said, no, go. Something awakens within you and me and said, I must know about Ashtavakra Gita. I must read about. Thomas Byron comes from America and write about the wealth of India. And India today, G20 summit, is creating what? This Vasundhara Kutumbakam. The entire universe is one. And this is Advaitam. Ekam, Anekam. It is one. This is what Vedanta, this is what is G20 talking about, G20. Now, Sudama goes to Krishna. Krishna comes running out of his palace. Gatekeepers were not allowing him. When Sudama with a torn cloth saying, Krishna is my friend. They say, yes, yes, you stand here. Everybody is Krishna's friend. True, everybody is Krishna. Awareness is with everyone. But the God will not let them go. Who is the God? God is your mind. No. Your desire, your craving, your greed, keeping you away. But Krishna comes to know. So remember, if you take one step, God takes 10 steps. Krishna comes running. And Krishna comes and meets Sudama, welcomes him and treats him so well. And after a while, Krishna tells him, okay, now you go. Sudama bids farewell. And when he goes to his home and Krishna gave him his own chariot. Chariot takes him now. He came down walking, carrying a little puffed rice. And when he reached, Krishna said, I want that. He said, no, this is only puffed rice. He said, I want that. The awareness is so fond of his devotee. Awareness is so fond of you and me. And when Sudama goes and he finds a palace standing in his little broken down cottage, and wife and all living in absolute prosperity, sufferings go away. This is what I mean by getting connected to the consciousness. And Chaitanya is Krishna, is Rama, is Shiva, is Allah, is Christ. Name it whatever you like. Pani, Tanni, water, you in French, washer in German, everything is water. Get connected to your awareness. Take up the journey. Come, join us. Send questions. And that awareness is the wish-fulfilling tree. And suddenly you will find whatever you wish, you will get it, but you will have vairag, detachment. If you got a cupboard full of chocolate, your detachment comes from the chocolate. No? You know, if I want, I can open it and get it. If you know whatever you want, you will get it. You get detached. Jai Guru.